That'd be crazy, man.
Oh my gosh.
Especially
You know they
fucking
came out with their own beer?
yeah, yeah.
Or
Happy Man or
seltzer?
something like that.
Yeah, it's a seltzer, I think.
Happy Dad, Happy Dad. That's what it's called. Have you had it?
No, I haven't. Have you?
No,
You probably have to like order online or something, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like it's online, and then like apparently like DoorDash or like Benvo, it's like another alcohol thing. Apparently they deliver it too.
That's funny you say that because that reminds me, we delivered pizza at Pizza Hut, and a couple years back when I was working there was this one dude who literally only ordered a 6-pack of beer, and I got there and he was like, he's like, yeah, man. He was like,
Wait, so you guys deliver beer too?
yeah, Pizza Hut delivers beer, but you have to
Really?
like sign a waiver and all this other shit, and you have to show ID to prove you're over 21.
I didn't know that shit.
Yeah, and he literally ordered like one 6-pack of
No
like,
pizza, no wings or anything.
nothing, bro. Just a beer. He's like, well, I already had a few by right now. He's like, I don't want more. He's like, but I don't want to drive. So, I'm like, well, at least you're being safe. So, I mean, honestly, like, I gave him that. He's like, he was being
Yeah,
safe with it. It was just funny how,
I didn't know I didn't know Pizza Hut did that. Shit, I'm gonna start doing that. You don't know how many times I felt like, oh, I need another beer, but I don't feel like driving. Shit.
yeah. I mean, if you want to pay the tax and the delivery
That's what I was gonna
fee,
get to. Is it expensive?
you probably get like a 6-pack for like $13 maybe. I don't know exactly, but it was like,
Mm.
because I think there's like a $10 minimum, but with the
Okay.
tax and delivery fee, I think you can get up there with like the 6-pack. I don't know exactly how
Was
much
it like
costs.
a 6-pack in like a box like
Glass?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
glass.
How do you deliver it?
They have like this like one of those like heat cold cooler things.
So you like, is it like individual bottles you just give?
No,
to
it's
them?
like in a pack,
Okay.
like a
Like-
6-pack,
like a-
like actual like cardboard pack.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you about the one delivery with the dude who was like super fucked up? It was like midnight and I don't think I have. All right, so
No, you have.
all right, so for everyone listening, this is a great story. This is probably one of the craziest stories I have about Pizza Hut delivery. So, it was like, I can't remember if it was a weekday or a weekend. It was probably a weekday because it was slow and I was the last driver closing. It was like midnight, maybe a little bit before midnight before I got to this place. It was one last delivery. It was me and this old lady closing out the whole restaurant. I delivered this pizza to this like little apartment area, and the apartment I get to, I'm looking, I'm like, all right, there's the number. I noticed that the door is open, but they have like, the glass door in front of it.
Yeah, like a back door. Yeah.
Yeah, like closed. So I'm like, okay. But it was like the one that goes inwards into the house.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
door, okay. So I walk up and I'm like, all right, so yeah, this is the correct one. I look in, don't really see anyone. I'm like, all right, so I knock, nothing. Knock again, nothing. Wait like 20 seconds. I'm like, start talking. I'm like, hey, yo, is anyone there? And nothing. Another like 30 seconds go by. Knock again. I'm like, hey, yo, is anyone there? Finally, like, another like minute goes by, and this dude with like long brown hair, kind of like maybe 6 foot, comes walking to the side. He's like, he's just like kind of eyes kind of like closed, look droopy face, looking down. He's like, I'm like, I'm like looking at him like, what? And he's like, I'm like, I'm here to deliver some pizza. He's like, oh yeah, pizza. And I'm like, I heard pizza. I was like, oh yeah. He's like, man, this dude's fucking. Like, this
Was
dude's
this in Tavares?
This was in Eustis. It was like a little apartment
Oh,
off
what?
of, kind of where the Howie's is in that little plaza with the big lots.
Yeah.
So if you look at Howie's, it was like back that way. There was
Okay,
like
I know what you're talking about. Like the 2-story apartments, they have like a pool in them.
one story,
Oh,
like
one
orangish brown.
Was it to the right side?
It's like straight past. If you're looking at Howie, you go straight past that street and down that way. It's like somewhere in that area.
Okay.
But this dude is just talking to me, and then I noticed out of the corner of my eye, I see a pair of legs passed like on a couch, and I'm like, okay, just not moving. And I noticed this like it's like about midnight, like I said. I'm talking to this dude for about 5-10 minutes, and he's just like, oh, it's pizza, and I'm like, yeah, it's a pizza. It's like he's not really making any sense. He's just muttering. I think I'm like, oh, this dude's fucking drunk, bro. He's like fucked up. And like I said, 10 minutes goes by. I hear from behind me. He's like, "Can I help you?" And I'm like, "What?" I turn around. I look over and I see a a bootleg Ambrose starter kit, walking up to me carrying some laundry. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Bald head, had wide hips, flat ass.
Bootleg Amber Rose.
Yeah, bootleg Amber Rose, bro. Skinhead, fucking KKK Queen Dragon.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm like, what the... I'm not telling you. It's like about 12:10, 12:15 around this time. I'm like, what is happening?
What's going on? Where
so
am I
she's
at?
like, I'm here to deliver a pizza. And she's like, I don't think we ordered a pizza. I'm like, she's like, you sure you got the right place? I'm like, yeah. I was like 174 or whatever her thing was. She's like, oh yeah. I was like, she looks at her boyfriend. I'm like, assuming it's her boyfriend. She's like, you ordered pizza? He was like, yeah, I ordered pizza. And I'm like, she's like, okay. She's like, well, you have the money? He's like, yeah, I got the money. She's like, all right, where is it? He's like, it's in my wallet. And she's like, all right, where's your wallet? She kind of like walked past me and got in. And I'm just kind of holding the screen door open in there, like inside. She puts the laundry down. And I swear to God, I'm going to give you like a little quick version. She's like, all right. So she's like, all right, go get your wallet. He starts feeling in his pockets. He's like feeling his front pockets, his back pockets. He's like, I can't find it. She's like, where's your wallet? She's like, I'm so sorry. She's like, I'm so tired of this. She's starting to get aggravated. It's been about 15 minutes. The dude on the couch still hasn't moved or made a sound. And all I see are his legs. So she's like, go find your wallet. And then he goes off to the side where he first originally came from, to the right of where the door is. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. She's like, I don't know what he's doing. She's like, he took a couple, what are they? Not Percocets, but Xannies.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
He's out of it, man.
Bro,
a couple?
Well, she's like, I'm so sorry. He's on Xans right now. Or he took a Xan or something. And he came back, and she's like, would you find your wallet? He's like, and he's just muttering, bro. And like, eyes still kind of like had closed, probably barely opening. And I'm shit you not. She's like, they repeated the exact same like conversation like 8 times. And she's like, well, get your wallet. You got the money. He's like, and he just feels his pockets again.
I would have just left, man.
No, dude, I was dying laughing, bro. I was trying not to laugh in front of their face, but I was like, I had nothing else to do. It was late. I had no more deliveries. I was like, this is probably the last one. I was like, I'm going to enjoy this.
You need to put a body cam anytime, bro. I wish you had a body cam.
Dude, if I had a body cam, that shit would have gone viral,
man.
So, I'm telling you, like, he feels his pockets. His girl's like, where's your wallet? All this. Starts bitching at him. Starts getting mad. All this. He goes to the side to look for his wallet. Comes back. Does this about 8 to 10 times. Repeat the same conversation. Feels his pockets again, over and over. Finally, she's like, I'm so tired. She's like, how many Xans did you take? He's like, I took a couple, like 2, maybe 2 more. I'm like, bro, this dude's on 4 fucking Xans right now, bro. She's like, oh my shit, I can't fucking. She's like, I'm so sorry. You know, it's like she like pulls out her little like tablet and starts going through on Facebook trying to message people. I'm just sitting here like holding the pizza, like, what the fuck?
What am I seeing right now?
It's about like 12:20 something, almost 12:30, bro. I've been here for almost half an hour, and I'm just like confused. I'm like, what the fuck? And then she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, so I'm trying to find anyone can like pay for this or maybe something, blah blah. And she's like, I'm so sick of this. She's like, you know what? No more Xanax for you. And this dude fucking like sobered up immediately. As soon as she said no more Xanax, he's like, huh? He's like, that's not fair. He'd been muttering and talking like shit the whole time.
I woke his ass up.
Yeah, she's like, oh, that's not, you can't do that. That's my Xanax. And dude, still 30 minutes in, dude on the couch, still has not moved. Legs still in the same position.
Done, bro.
Out, bro. Cold. Sleep. This dude fucking. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. She's like, basically, she's like, I'm so tired. She's like, I'm so mad at you right now. I don't want to talk to you. She's like, go over there. So he goes, she's like, I'm so sorry. She's like, is there any way you can bring it back to the store and we can come and pick it up maybe? And I was like, yeah, sure. I was like, I'd been there for a while. I was like, I'd gotten my entertainment. I decided, I was like, all right. So I walked back to my car. And this is when I was using my stepdad's like little older car. It's like a 2004 something. I don't remember. Mm-hmm. But I get in. It had been so long, my windows are like frosted up a little bit because it was a little chilly. I guess maybe like October, November, somewhere in there, maybe. Yeah. And I was about to hop in Discord on my phone and start telling the boys what the fuck just happened. I was like, bro, this is some crazy shit that just happened. And as I see, like, as I'm about to like press the button, I have the pizza on the passenger seat, and I see a shadow coming at me, screaming, "That son of a bitch, goddamn fucking retard motherfucker!" She's like, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, that motherfucker coming at me. I'm like, oh no, he's fucked up off his hands. He's not moving that fast. So I kind of like peek out. It's the fucking Amber Rose bitch coming back out, and she's pissed, bro. She's fucking. She has cash in her hand. She's like, I'm so fucking tired. She's like, I'm so sorry about all this. She hands me the cash. She's like, you can keep all of it. There's like maybe a couple dollars extra. She's like, the motherfucker had the wall in his pocket the whole time.
Ooh.
He was so fucked up off stands, he didn't know he had this wall in his pocket while feeling for it and looked for it eight
times.
Yes. And then, dude, she was livid. I came back and I was just laughing so hard on the way back. I wasn't even mad. I'm like, that's hilarious.
That's fucking jokes, man. That's
Dude,
crazy.
like, there's some crazy shit you'll see when delivering pizza.
I bet. Shit. How long did you do? How long did you do that for?
So, I probably like a little over a year, maybe a year, month, two. I was kind of doing that when I was working at GameStop and pizza, and then I quit GameStop, then started working at Hibbits, and then started promoting in Hibbits, and then quit pizza, and then I've been with Hibbit Sports for about almost 2 years.
Yeah, you've been there
Next
for
month,
a while.
I think.
Man, the thing I really like is I'm kind of happy just to have a job because you see some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Every day, man. Like, I don't know if you know, but I used to work for a special needs home where I did like overnight shifts and took care of special needs people, special needs kids overnight. Like, they're like the top of the line. So essentially, they're the people that they're the kids that no one can take care of in Florida. And so they were sent there for some reason because they
Kind
either
of like a Lee Academy type?
kind of exactly, or like Elite Academy but hardcore like times 2, because they either run away, they're special needs, and so like they'll either beat people up, stuff like that. So I had that job for roughly like a year, 7 months or so, and I saw some crazy shit, man. So
Continue. They just made me remember something else about pizza. Continue.
okay, so like a month in, not even a month, like 3 or 4 weeks in, the first time, like it was morning time. I was getting ready to end my shift, and like what we have to do is we have to make the kids clean up every morning before they start their day. And so this dude likes to vacuum a lot. It's like a special needs kid. He likes to vacuum a lot, and like that was his thing. I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead and vacuum this area, and as soon as you finish with it, that'll be done. So you vacuum for like 15, 20 minutes, and like my manager at that time was like, yeah, okay, we're all cleaned up, get him ready for lunch or breakfast and everything, and have him go to that room. So I walked up to him, was like, yeah, you're done, you're finished. Like, like, they can't talk.
Oh, so, okay.
Yeah, so he like shook his head, you ain't taking it from me pretty much, like, And so I ended up taking it from him because I had to, it's my job.
Yeah.
I just put him to the other room.
Were you like a caretaker? Or
Yeah,
more
exactly. So
security?
essentially, I was a direct support assistant or something like that. So I was a caretaker. So like, if they shit their bed in the night, I have to wake them up, take them to the fucking bathroom, have them clean themselves out, give them new shit, take them right back to their bed. And so that morning, as soon as I took the vacuum from him, I put him into a different room. And so I put the vacuum up, blah blah. 3-4 minutes later, I go back into the main living room area. I just see him staring at me. He's staring at me. I was like, okay, he might attack me, blah blah. I mean, cool. And so like he sat down for the next 4 or 5 minutes. Everything was cool. And so then he started walking up to me. I was like, okay, he's cool. Like, he sat down. He didn't attack me. He didn't attack me yet. So I'm pretty sure he's not gonna attack me. Walked up to me, slapped me in my face, bro. Not
like straight across your face.
Yeah, straight across my face. Slap my glasses off at least like 2 feet.
Damn.
As soon as that happened, like so like you had to like I wish
Started swinging on his bitch ass and dropped him on his head.
Man, like old me would have done that, but like I can't do that. And so like I had a teammate with me, and so he ended up taking him, putting him into the ground. Like we had to do like a lockdown position where because like as soon as that happens, he's gonna go crazy. And so that was that. 4 months after that, I figured out the trick, or the trick that everyone says. So we're in our classrooms, blah blah. Earlier that morning, there's this dude that like he doesn't get his snacks. He causes he rages out and has like a
Has
fit.
to have his snacks.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And he couldn't get his snacks because he didn't behave right. And so like we had to hold him down for like an hour and a half. So there's like 7 people on him, one for each arm.
God. Is he like super strong?
I hate to say it like this, but you know, retard strength.
Yeah.
So yeah, it took 6 people to hold down like each limb, and we were there for an hour and a half with them still moving around. And so that happened that morning. And so the next thing is like we went into the classroom area, and I didn't do any of this. So like as we were in the classroom area, this girl calls me with like Sam So maybe you want to know the trick on how
Sam.
to...
That's your alter ego for your female persona?
No. So that's what my fuck you.
Yeah.
That's actually my new name. That's what everyone in my company calls me, Sam. Because it's a lot easier to say Somil and say to my dad's name was Sam. I don't know. You know,
White people.
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
White
believe it
people
or
are
not,
just too lazy to say a thing.